Mega Car fans. Today we have the first release, I believe it's the first release by Hot Wheels of the Koenigsegg Gemera, a four-door Mega Car. Awesome. Alright, let's get this guy open. I believe this is a 2022 release. In the fall it just came out. Alright. Before I forget, let's get into the scale of this guy. This has a 3,000 millimeter wheelbase. So I'll zero this out. Gonna measure in between these two protective humps. So 44 point, let's see, 44.42. .167, 168 scales. I'm in that ballpark. All right, we got that out of the way. Let's see the casting, how well it compares to some photographs. Very neat. So this is the first four-seater, I believe, by Koenigsegg. And it's got a lot of power, something like 1,700 horsepower combined. It's a hybrid, I believe. I pulled up the website, so we're going to take a look at that. But look at this. That's a pretty good resemblance to the photograph Hot Wheels Mattel. The rear not so much because it's die-cast metal. It has to be a little bit blobbier and rounded and thicker parts because it's meant for 3-year-old children. Yeah, look at these stats. Let's see. So this thing has a 600 horsepower regular engine, 3 cylinders. That's the crazy part of it. 3 cylinders. What's the displacement? The engine only weighs 70 kilos, so that's like less than what I weigh. So anyways, boy, you'd think they would have the displacement here, or am I missing it? I don't see it, but I'm guessing it's a pretty small motor. Alright, yeah, transmission, I don't really care about that so much, but 3 electric motors, one for each rear wheel of 500 horsepower each, and then one motor on the crankshaft of 400 horsepower. So that's what I think makes this pretty insane. Total power 1,700. Total torque 11,000 Newton meters. So that's just, I don't know what this thing does to tires. There must be some sort of like traction control system, obviously accommodating the fact that this thing would just melt normal tires. And I'm sure it has tires designed specifically for it. This thing has a lot of range too. This is a practical vehicle almost, except for it's so low to the ground. You definitely don't want to run to speed bump. Alright, all the mega car, hypercar stuff, carbon fiber, everything, and just a lot of money. Alright, let's see. Yeah, my pick fell to the ground. You may have heard that. So the wheels, pretty good choice by Hot Wheels, but we're going to have to print our own. And we have this concrete gray. That's a good color choice as well. I don't know. That's a serious casting blemish, I think. For a second it might be a door panel line, but it's not. So yeah, problem there. The bottom here is this black. It's black, so that becomes part of the side skirt. It actually curves underneath the casting there, so that's a nice detail they got. The side glass, oh nice, it's actually open a little bit, so that's cool. You can see a little bit of that yellow interior, which is a nice color choice as well, because that's what's on the photographs. Going around here, what is this thing? That's got to be some sort of vent for the wheel well. The nice printed headlights I like about Hot Wheels here. Koenigsegg logo there is okay. It's a little bit offset. Here's the center line, right? So it's a little bit shifted. What do we have here? We have a hexagonal grille pattern there. Alright, so far so good. Some vents up there. This, yeah, I didn't even notice it says Gemera there. Did it say it on that side? It did. Okay. And then, yeah, blanked out vent. I guess that makes sense. Going around to the rear, nice that they printed on the taillights, and the logo here, not printed well, but it's nice that it's there. And then more hexagonal vents, details there. License plates blank, some vertical strakes there. yeah, it tells you all that stuff, typical Hot Wheels stuff there. And then yeah, the top is really cool because the design of the car is really cool. So that I think is probably the 3-cylinder engine, and then you can actually see the 4 seats, and yeah, nice yellow interior. So very good for Hot Wheels. Let's keep that in mind. For the price of a mainline, this is really nice. The stance, though, obviously has a lot to be desired. That is not mega car stance there, but the back is good. What about this side? No, the front's bad. The back is good. Alright, well, I'll be back. Alright, we're back here, and I was a little worried that I wouldn't be able to design these in a way that other people could buy the wheels, but no, I got these spokes wide enough, and yeah, you can buy these off Shapeways if you really wanted to. Okay, so the brakes are a separate piece, the wheels are a piece, and then the tires are a separate piece, so you can paint all three as nice as you want. I was too lazy to paint the little center cap. I feel like I'd screw it up. So it's best to just call it quits when you can. And then pleasantly, Hot Wheels took care of all the rest. Well, actually that's not true. I did add a little black paint in the top vents, but I didn't bother with the other ones. Yeah, it's not that important to me. Okay, so this one actually does roll, but obviously the brakes go with it, so let's just put it up on the spin coaster here. Get some photos. I gotta say, I think this is probably one of the coolest cars to come out in the past 5 years. It must be nice to be rich these days. I mean, imagine going around with the 3 of your friends, you know, in that thing. Or if you have kids or something, you pull up to school in that and you drop off your kids. It's pretty crazy. Alright, so a couple comparisons here. We got this Tarmac Works Koenigsegg Gemera RS. So it's a different price range, of course, being a Tarmac Works, but I guess you get what you pay for. It's got clear headlight covers and taillights, I think are, let's see what it comes around. You got painted center caps on it, the colorful interior. Yeah, no, those taillights are painted, I think. But this does have a gimmick where this thing comes off. It does have side mirrors, which is definitely realistic. That's kind of a lame engine, though. It really wasn't worth doing. I don't think it was worth it. It just creates an ugly panel gap. And it's also not easy to take on and off. Yeah, see that gap? It's pretty wide. Alright. So, let's see, Hot Wheels wise, one of my favorites is the McLaren Speedtail. Well, that's not remotely 164, I think it's too small or something. Very swoopy. I think that's another cool car because of its central driving position. Alright, so that's enough for some comparisons. This thing has so much horsepower, it's got to go on the dyno coaster today. Oh, it's backwards. I guess it doesn't matter if it's a... Well, no, never mind. For a moment I thought it was an all-electric. It's a hybrid, right? So it still would spit out some fumes. Okay, well, Hot Wheels did a great job on this one. All the printing really makes it look nice. I mean, you don't have to even replace the wheels. It's still a pretty... For the price, it's a really nice looking model, I think. So, if you guys like the Koenigsegg's, you might want to pick this up. But I recently come to learn that there's going to be a premium brand putting out this Gemera. I think it might be HKM, although I'm almost wary of that brand because one of them I got was all messed up. So you can do a search in my channel for HKM. So I'll have to see that Gemera in person before I'm willing to buy it. I'm not going to do a blind purchase. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you around. Bye now.